You guys want to know what happens when it's too hot inside, but it's still cold outside? I take off the layers keeping me warm, and because of that, I'm sick again. I'm sick again. God damn it! I was just sick last month, and I just got better. My nose is stuffy, and my throat's a little sore. Hopefully it doesn't evolve further than that, like it did last time, during Chinese New Year, when I was extremely sick. Like, completely out. God damn it, I was literally just sick, and now here I am, back again. Weak-ass immune system of mine. That's what I get for never exercising. Well, I didn't have anything else to do today, so that's why I started 10 minutes earlier. Couple things to discuss and talk about today. Hold on. Like, just in case I don't get any other good weapons. So yeah, excuse me if I need to periodically get up to blow my nose. I do have with me lemon water, as always, whenever I'm sick. So, let me show you guys something. Do I want this? Can I have this? Yes, I can. So let's see, a couple days ago, I was cleaning out a drawer in my room because my mom wanted me to move it to the living room instead to, you know, hold cans of food. So I was cleaning it out, you know, it had clothes and belts and other stuff in it. And while I was cleaning it out, I found something inside. Take a look at what I found inside. I found this McDonald's how to train your Dragon 2 toy. I think this is like a frisbee or like a ninja star you're supposed to throw. I don't really know what this is. This here, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. That says 2014. 2014 was 10 years ago. I have a 10-year-old unopened McDonald's toy. And would you guys believe I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon 2? Well, I've never really seen any of the films. I'm sure I had it on in the background, but never paid attention as a kid. But to actually fully sit down and really watch the film, nope. Never did that. So yeah, 10 years old McDonald's toys. Still wrapped in my drawer. And this was in my room for who knows how long. Well, I tell you how long, 10 years. And isn't that kind of crazy to think? Like, imagine you're a worker who makes stuff, right? Like, you're one of the people who works at the factory that produces the McDonald's toys. Or whatever, you just produce stuff. You produce products. Imagine what you're producing, what you're making, and thinking 10 years later, it's still somewhere out there, completely sealed. Imagine that. Imagine you're making a product, and 10 years later, it is still somewhere out there, after you made it 10 years ago, and it's still sealed. And you know what? Speaking of still being sealed, let me also show you guys these. So, I got new ones of these. This is the Sheik and Wolflink amiibo. Now, these ones had a reprint recently, and you guys know me, so I try to buy one sealed and then, you know, one opened. Been using these the whole time, so now I have a second. Does my voice sound different? I feel like because I'm slightly sick, my voice is a little bit different. If that's the case, I apologize. And yeah, I also apologize if I don't talk as much today. But those two amiibos are not the... Oop, didn't scan yet. Are not the only ones that I got. I also got this bad boy right here, the Guardian amiibo. And I'm going to open this right here. Now, I always wanted to get a second Guardian amiibo. I already have one, but it's sealed. I got one when Breath of the Wild first came out, 7 years ago. Christ almighty. Matter of fact, I think we just passed the 7-year birthday for Breath of the Wild. Didn't that release March? What was it, March 3rd, 2017? And today is March 18th, 2024, so that was just over 7 years ago. Ain't that crazy? So yeah, I bought a Guardian amiibo when that game came out, but I never opened it. The first Guardian amiibo I have is still sealed, because, well, not only is the box amazing, big-ass amiibo, but also because, like, the arms are flexible, the arms you can adjust, and I never wanted to tamper with the original default pose that the amiibo is in. So I always wanted to buy a second one day, and, you know, open it and just do whatever I want with it, while still having one sealed, forever being the default pose for the arms. And, well, that one day is today, because now I have a second Guardian amiibo, and I'm going to open it right now! Wow, this is... Get rid of the carcass. How do I open this? The paper's below it. I don't want to break it. What is this part down below? What is this? You see this? What is this part? You can't see that. How do I open this? Right. Oh, wait. There we go. I take this off. Take this off first. And then... God, I feel like I'm gonna break it, but... Oh, it says pull. Oh, look at that. And that's how this slides. Does not slide. There it is. There we go. The Guardian amiibo. God, remember when these guys were everywhere in the games? And completely terrifying? Now, the Guardian amiibo I've been using this whole time was actually an NFC chip I bought off eBay, for those who don't know. So now I have an actual Guardian amiibo to use. So yeah, speaking of stuff being sealed, my plan is to keep that Sheik and Wolflink amiibo sealed forever. So let's see if 10 years from now, in the year 2034, if those are still sealed. I realize that sounds pretty close to Rule 34. Oh, I wonder how the internet's gonna be in the year 2034. Like, is the internet gonna make any connections to Rule 34? in that year? We'll see. We'll have to wait. That's 10 years from now. So, we have made it to part 151 of playing this game. The same number as there are original Pokemon. Even though there should be 150, because Nidoran, male and female. And correct me if I'm wrong, have we... Let me just move some stuff around. Have we ever gotten this before in the Pokedex? Like, a Pokemon that has a split evolution based on gender into, you know, entirely different evolution lines. I'm not talking about, for example, like, for Frillish. Frillish has a male and female form, but it both evolves into Jellicent. You know, it evolves into the same Pokemon, just different form for the gender. So, assuming that Nidoran, let's say one day, never gonna happen, but still, let's say hypothetically, one day, Pokemon decided, you know what, Nidoran, male and female, are the same Pokemon. They're not two different Pokemon. So they should be the same Pokedex number. So wouldn't that mean, like, after Nidoran, it would be Nidorino, Nidoking, and then Nidorina, Nidoqueen? You know what I mean? Have we ever gotten a Pokemon with a split evolution based on its gender, and then in the Pokedex, it goes like that? It goes, first stage, male evolution 1, 2, female evolution 1, 2. The closest example I can think of is Wurmple. Wurmple's Pokedex goes from Wurmple, Silcoon, Beautyfly, Cascoon, Dustox. But have we ever gotten that for a gender difference evolution? I don't think we have, unless I'm just not thinking of it. Like, if the Pokedex actually did go Nidoran, Nidorino, Nidoking, Nidorina, Nidoqueen. Like, if the Pokedex actually went that way. Have we ever gotten that evolution, or that order in the Pokedex? I don't think we have. Then again, the Pokedex is weird. Some of the numbering options or choices is weird. Do I really need to remind you guys of how weird it is for Tornadus Thundurus, Reshiram Zekrom, Landorus Kyurem? Do I really need to remind you how weird it is for, you know, several other examples? And you know what, speaking of Landorus, so I'm sad to say that earlier today, yes, earlier today, I failed a shiny Landorus. No, I'm not kidding you. I actually did fail shiny Landorus earlier today. Now, how did that happen, you might ask? Well, excellent question, viewer. Let me explain as I put the amiibos away. So, I even took the extra measures to prepare this time. You know? What I did was I borrowed my friend's Gengar without permission. I retaught the move Hypnosis onto it so that I could put Landorus to sleep. Because, you know, normally I put things... I paralyze things. I have my Blissey with Thunder Wave, and that's what I do. But Landorus is a ground type, so I can't paralyze it. Well, I can't paralyze it with Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave's an electric type move, and it has no effect on ground types. I could have paralyzed it in other ways, like if I got something with Body Slam. But anyways, that's besides the point. So, I got Hypnosis to prepare. I actually prepared ahead of time. So, what happened? My Gengar, or his Gengar, that I borrowed without asking. So, I had a Gengar, a level 100 Gengar, that had Hypnosis. And what I even did, because Hypnosis' accuracy is absolute ass, I think it has like a 60 accuracy. Which in Pokemon, even a 90 accuracy move like Heat Wave barely hits. Hold on, my ear is itching. So a 60 a 60 accuracy sucks. So what I did was I went into my regular moon copy, not Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, my regular moon copy, and I traded myself the, what is it, wide lens item to increase the accuracy by like 10%. Because for some reason, you get it immediately in the regular Sun and Moon games, but not in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So I even went back and I traded that item to myself. Okay, so I had a level 100 Gengar knowing Hypnosis and also holding the wide lens item for 10% more accuracy. So what happened? I also want to add in that I also kept count of PP. Even with Hypnosis, I kept count of PP just in case. So what happened? Well, I lowered its HP. I put down the Roto Catch. Whenever I could, I would Hypnosis it, and I would chuck Pokeballs, but the damn thing just wouldn't catch. And here's the downside of me actually preparing, though. His Gengar I borrowed without permission, its ability is Cursed Body. It didn't have the Levitate ability. So if it was Levitate, then all the ground type moves would be ineffective. Earth Power and Earthquake, which is what Landorus knows. But because it didn't have that ability, and because Gengar is a poison type, the ground type moves are super effective. So, I would actually be hit by either Earthquake or Earth Power. Oh, damn it. I would actually be hit by one of those moves. And I had a choice right there. Either heal up, you know, use a max potion, and, you know, risk that happening again and just wasting PP, or risk it, do a Hypnosis with its horrible accuracy, put it to sleep, and then decide either to heal up or chuck Pokeballs. Well, I alternated, and well, Gengar kept on fainting. I kept on having to waste turns using revives. Now, I ran out of max revives, so my only option was regular revives and then either Hyper Potion or Max Potion. Okay. So that plan kind of backfired. It was good on paper, but, you know, there were definitely flaws. So, what happened? Like I said, I tried to Hypnosis it. It didn't always land. And the damn thing just wouldn't catch. Even with... Even asleep. Even asleep, damaged HP, and Roto Catch, it didn't catch. Like, the damn thing just will not stay in the frickin' ball. So, because I was counting PP, I knew that eventually, at this rate, it would, you know, run out of moves and start struggling. So, what I did, or what I decided to do, what I was planning to do, was hopefully land a Hypnosis, swap out to Blissey, because my Blissey knows Heal Pulse, and try to drag it out as long as I can. But the issue with that is, I guess I counted PP wrong. I thought Landorus had 2 more moves before it would struggle. Nope. It struggled 2 moves before I anticipated it. So then the next turn, I swapped into Blissey, and then it struggled, and it died. So yeah, I failed the shiny Landorus today. Like I said before, when I failed shiny Terrakion, it's just digital code in a video game. It's not that big a deal. I'll just reclaim it. It's not that big a deal. Now, does it suck that I failed a shiny? Yes. Am I on a time limit to get these shinies? Yes. Do I need to return this 3DS to my friends soon? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal, okay? It's just a fail shiny. I failed shinies before. I will get it back. If anything, failing the shiny, just like failing Terrakion, has motivated me more to shiny hunt and reclaim the shiny as fast as possible. Because that's what happened when I failed the shiny Terrakion. All I thought about doing was non-stop resets. All I wanted to do was resets. And then I got it the next day. Like, I was motivated so much, like, I'm going to get this back quickly. Like, as fast as I can. So, I'm really motivated now to reclaim this failed shiny Landorus. And you know what? Look what happens when I actually prepare, right? I got Hypnosis, I prepared ahead of time, and I failed. You know how many times I didn't prepare ahead of time and I caught it? Every time beforehand before Terrakion. Man, I really should have just, like, not even bothered with Hypnosis. And, you know, I had some people ask me, like, man, you should have prepared even more than that. What you should have done is, you know, the Harvest and Leppa Berry trick. And it's just like, man, that's so much work. You know, Harvest is Exeggutor's hidden ability, and, that's just so much work. That is so much work. I gotta catch an Exeggutor. I gotta somehow get its hidden ability, and not like I know how to do that. I gotta train it up. And it's like, man, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to sit here, do my stuff, and just shiny hunt on the side. Man, the fact that I even prepared at all getting Hypnosis is already more than what I usually do, which is basically nothing. So, yeah, the hunt for Landorus continues. I think that's it for our shopping list. We did learn last time that oil jars are sold here at Gerudo Town. No, is it Gerudo Town or is it... No, I think it's Karakara Bazaar. It's sold here, but I already bought them at the end of last time, so they probably haven't respawned yet. Okay, so we're going to continue with the Lizalfos Tales, and once that is all done, I will have to wait until the next Blood Moon. And while we wait for the next Blood Moon, we're just going to have to go out and grind for other stuff. I can't believe I'm sick again. God damn it. You know, I'm taking meds, I'm taking Tylenol, I'm taking other Chinese medications. You know, I don't think I did the two up here. There's one up here, and then there was one down here. I guess quickest way is here. Don't you guys just love the changing of the seasons? One day it's so hot you're sweating like a pig, and then the other day it's so cold you gotta bring out your winter jacket again. I imagine it's not as bad in the States, but up here in Canada, where, you know, it's cold and snows, yeah, you can expect to catch a cold so easily. You know, I probably don't need snow boots. Where I'm going right now won't have snow. So anyways, let me show you guys some stuff in Pokemon Go. Yesterday, excuse me. Yesterday was Primal Kyogre Raid Day. Now, I did not get a Hundo nor a Shiny. Excuse me. I didn't really try, like, at all for Primal Kyogre Raid Day. Just because I already have a Shiny Kyogre in my game, so I didn't really need to, like, spend money to, you know, be able to do more raids, and also because I'm sick. So I'm sick and it's still cold outside, so I didn't really want to walk outside in the cold just to raid for Kyogre. A Shiny I already have. Now, yes, Kyogre is a really good water type in the game, but it's like, I don't really need it, you know? So I didn't really try that hard for Kyogre. I did a couple raids. I actually did not manage to catch one of them. I think I did 4 raids. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. And then, the day before, it was Litten Community Day. And I got 10 shiny Littens and a cast form. So I got 10 shiny Littens and I evolved into this. You guys know my disdain, my hatred towards Incineroar. But a shiny's a shiny. Now, here's the thing. All my shiny Littens are terrible. Like, the IVs are horrible. All of them. Like, except for these ones. This is the only 1-star shiny Litten I got, and this is the only 2-star Litten I got. All the other ones are literally 0-star. So what I decided to do, because I hate Incineroar, is I evolved the worst IV one I got into Incineroar. Yes, a tail. Bruh, Yunobo, get back here! Okay, that works too. And of course you guys knock it down. Well, it's actually still there, so that's fine. So, that was 2 days ago, the Litten Community Day. And then today I caught something special. I caught something rare. So let me show you guys how rare this is. Today, I caught this... Oh, the nickname I gave it spoils it. Let me just... You know what? Never mind. Today, I caught this Meltan that is a 0 IV. A Nundo Meltan. You know how rare that is? For those who don't know, statistically, or statistically, I think there's a T there. Statistically, a 0 IV Pokemon is more rare than a 100% IV. Like, you guys saw how many hundos I've gotten, like how often I get a hundo to show you guys. No tail. But what you don't see is me often telling you guys I got a 0 IV. Because, like, right now, if I look up 0 attack and 0 defense and 0 HP, I have only 5 0 IVs. And the most recent one I got before that was this Paris, October 23rd, 2023. So that was 5 months ago. My last 0 IV Pokemon was 5 months ago. So what I do now is, whenever I do the Meltan for an hour, is when I use the Golden Lure. The Golden Lure module, which you get in Pokemon Go by connecting the Scarlet and Violet and sending a postcard for 5 days. So what I do is I do the hour-long Meltan. I catch all the Meltans. I do not spin any Pokestops. That way my inventory for items gets emptied out. And then I use the Golden Lure and I just hold. That way I can keep all the items I get. And, well, yeah. 0 IV Meltan. Very rare indeed. Like, who out there has a 0 IV Meltan? Let me know. Comment down below if you two have a 0 IV Meltan. We need 15 more electric Lizalfos tails, and we just got 1. So yeah, we got quite a bit of work to do. Alright, so enough about talking about all that nonsense. Let's now talk about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Episode 4. Episode 4 aired yesterday, because today's Monday. It aired yesterday night. And let's talk about it. This was a pretty good episode. I would say this is my second favorite episode so far in the season. Episode 1 is still my favorite. Now this episode, keep in mind, was written by Denai Guerrera herself, Michonne herself. Okay, let's see. Okay, they oh my god, I can't speak. Real quick glossed over the ending of the last episode, which was Michonne jumping out of the helicopter with Rick. They did land in water. They were actually not that high up, so, you know, it made sense that they didn't die from the fall. They weren't that high up, so they landed in water. That's how they survived. And, well, I'm not gonna lie. When I first watched the episode, I didn't quite understand it. And what I did not understand was the setting. Because they went into this building that was still completely functional. The electricity, like an automated voice to tell you like your temperature, your preferred temperature for the room will be set. And then there was even a Roomba still moving around. By the end of the episode, they got into a hybrid car that still had electricity power. And you know, like, throughout the episode, I just was like, is this realistic? Okay, first of all, no, it is not realistic to just stumble upon a building in the zombie apocalypse well over a decade into that still has electricity. Electricity to the point where the computer monitor in the room was still on with a screensaver. So I was kind of scratching my head like there's no way that this building for 10 plus years into the zombie apocalypse is still functional, still has power, to the point the computer monitor, oh, I got the tail, nice, to the point the computer monitor is still on, and the Roomba is still functional. Now, I actually had to Google, after the episode, I actually had to Google what year did the Roomba come out. And I guess it came out in 2002. I also had to Google what year did the hybrid car, like what year was it invented? Well, that was way earlier. That was like in the 18th century. Well, that's what Google says. So I was thinking like, man, I didn't really, I don't remember when the Roomba came out. And electric and hybrid cars, at least to me, have been more relevant lately in the past few years. So I was thinking, when did those come out? Because in the Walking Dead universe, the apocalypse started in the year 2010. So I'm thinking, like, did this stuff come out before 2010? And thankfully it did. Man, I gotta look up the Lizalfos locations again. We did most of them last time. So we have one spot here to go and claim a tail from. Wait, this is the one next to the Molduga. So Rick and Michonne, they go into this building that is still functional. And then it also turns out that the helicopter they were in crashed into a building beside the one they're in. So, to the CRM, it would seem like they died in the crash. In this episode, it's a bunch of back and forth. Rick and Michonne argue like, they think we're dead. We can escape now. We can go home. But Rick is like, no, we can't. I have to go back to the CRM. And Michonne just doesn't understand. She's like, you'd rather go back to the people who kept you a prisoner for all these years instead of going back home where your children are when you have the opportunity. Now, I actually understood Rick's argument. I understood why Rick didn't want to go back. Because, like, he spent years at the CRM. He knows that even if it is just a possibility, it still could happen. Like, if they ever found out about Alexandria, if Jadis ever suspects that they did not die in that helicopter crash, then Jadis would just go and attack Alexandria and just kill everyone there. Even if that's a small chance, it's still a pretty big risk. Ooh, I got a tail. Nice. Alright, the rest of you ain't worth my time. Don't I? No, I didn't need Molduga stuff. I needed Gibdo stuff. Okay, so we got the one here. And then there's just a couple of locations over here. So they argue back and forth. There was also a, like, callback to the episode I think it was titled Scars in season 9. You know, it explained to Rick where Michonne's X scar on her back came from. And then, you know, Michonne also mentioned that this happened to Daryl as well, and I could not help but notice, you know, after watching this episode air on cable, instead of re-airing the same episode like they usually do, instead of that, they re-aired the first episode of Daryl Dixon. I could not help but notice that. It's like, you're probably trying to cater to the casual audiences who, you know, heard Rick is coming back, tuned in for that show, but then they hear a Daryl reference, like, hey, yeah, what's Daryl been up to? And then they air the Daryl Dixon spin-off afterwards, like, wait, Daryl got his own spin-off? Oh, let me look into this, let me watch this. You know, I couldn't help but notice that. The episode where they mentioned Daryl, and then afterwards, they aired the Daryl spin-off for those who maybe didn't hear about it, just to try to get them to watch their show. Couldn't help but notice that, AMC. You're not slick with your plans, but anyways. So, in this episode also, Michonne finally, accidentally, reveals to Rick about RJ. About Rick Jr. in a way. Reveals that he has a son. Because remember, in episode 2, got the tail. In episode 2, Michonne was like, the rest once we leave, once we escape, and it's like, god damn it, just tell him about RJ. But in this episode, you know, Michonne kind of argues to Rick, like, because he doesn't want to leave, and Michonne lets it slip that, you know, instead of spending time with her children, plural, not just child, Judith, instead of spending time with Judith, she said, instead of spending time with my children, I came out to search for you when you didn't even want to go back home. And Rick picks up on it. He's like, children? And because Michonne accidentally lets that slip, she finally tells Rick that she was pregnant when the bridge happened. So Michonne, Rick actually has a son out there with Michonne. Damn it, no tail. And you know, I thought Rick would be a little more happy and excited for that news. But, you know, he was even more concerned now. If you mess this up for me, Yiga. So, the CRM comes and destroys the crashed helicopter to erase all evidence of their existence, and that causes the building that Rick and Michonne are currently in to start collapsing. Well, Rick and Michonne argue. Michonne's like, fine, if you don't want to go back with me, then I'll leave myself. But then they get trapped. You know, they fight off walkers. The chandelier falls onto Michonne's leg, trapping her, pinning her down. As they run up the floors and escape the walkers, they come across this part of the building that tells us or answers who was living in this building before and why it's self-sustained. Now, I heard a lot of others say they initially thought this building was CRM, like it was a branch CRM research scientist area. No, it's not. And I didn't even consider that when I was watching the episode. It's just a random group who was self-sustained. So that's how the building was still operable. It was just a group of smart people who knew how to, you know, generate electricity and keep the place running. To the point they had a Roomba still going around. Now, I assume... To me, it looked like the people died a while ago. But I have to assume they died recently. Because the Roomba is still moving. Now, I don't really know. Someone let me know. Does a Roomba, like, automatically go back to where it charges? And then, like, on a schedule, go out and clean again? Like, it doesn't need to be turned on and off? If that's the case, then, yeah, I'm gonna say that the people there died long ago. So, yeah, that explains, the electricity. That explains the Roomba. Hell, it could even explain, like, the hybrid car at the end. Even though that's, like, mad convenient, you know? In the apocalypse to find a hybrid car still charging and still has power to it. And also, not only that, to find in said charged hybrid car several canisters of ethanol fuel in the back. So it's like, my, that is very convenient. Anyways, Rick and Michonne, they end up back in the room that they first went to when they went into this building. And keep in mind, this building is still collapsing. What do? Do they urgently try to find a way to get past the walkers and escape the collapsing building? No, they have basically makeup sex. Rick and Michonne get down and dirty with it in a collapsing building. They basically spend the night there in a collapsing building. And it got so hot where it's like there was one scene you see almost Michonne's POV, and then you see Rick on top of her, like, you know, moving back and forth. It's like, oh, wait a second, that's a lot. Even though we're not explicitly seeing body parts, seeing Rick on top and, you know, moving back and forth, it's like, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot to show, even if it's not showing the explicit parts. I don't think I ever need to see Rick Grimes humping again, even if it is, like, very subtle. But anyways, after their, you know, romantic makeup sex in a collapsing building, they finally start talking afterwards. Rick is like, we gotta go. Like, now you gotta go. The building's collapsing, we gotta go. It's like, no, we're staying right here, and we're talking this out. We're talking about what we're doing next. I don't care if the building's gonna collapse, and I just kind of found that stupid. But anyways, like, Michonne this whole time is claiming Rick is still lying about the fact that, like, why he wants to go back to the CRM. It's not just because, you know, keep everyone safe. Which I thought that was a perfectly valid argument. But, you know, after all this prying and hitting, I guess, or whatever, Michonne finally broke down Rick's walls that he built up over all these years, and he finally comes clean, like, why he doesn't want to go back. He said the reason is because the CRM took Carl from him. Now, at the initial moment, I didn't understand. When he first said that, I didn't understand what that meant. I'm like, are you saying somehow the CRM got Carl killed? And it's not because he went out to help Sadiq? No. That's not the reason. That's not it. That's not it at all. That's what I thought he meant initially, like very initially. So Rick is just saying, like, you know, when he first got here, he would dream about Carl. He would see Carl in his dreams. But then, Carl stopped showing up in his dreams, and instead he started dreaming about Michonne. And over the years, Rick just, you know, can't see Carl's face anymore. You know, after like a decade of no pictures and only relying on your memory, yeah, it is kind of hard to remember somebody's face. And then because Rick accepted that he would never be able to escape, he basically just told himself, like, okay, that life I knew is gone. Michonne is unfortunately dead to me. Not dead, hopefully. Not actually dead, but she's dead to me because I'll never see her again. I just have to forget about all that, forget about everyone I knew, and just move on. So Rick basically convinced himself that everyone he knew is dead to him, and that he just has to move on. And he was afraid that if he ever saw them again, like saw Michonne again, he would have to, like, re-welcome her into his world. Got the tail? And then, you know, maybe risk actually losing her for real. And losing everyone he actually loves for real. So that's why he doesn't want to go back. At least that's to my knowledge. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But then Michonne reminds him, like, if Carl were here, what would he want you to do? And then she gives Rick a phone with Carl's picture on it, like a drawing of Carl on it. Because previously that guy said he could never get Carl's picture right for Rick. And I can't lie, I started tearing up at this moment. Like, the acting was, mwah, fantastic. How has Andrew Garfield? How has Andrew Lincoln not won any awards yet? It is blasphemy that Andrew Lincoln has not gotten any rewards yet for his performance as Rick Grimes. It is absolutely, like, I don't know, rigged? Like Trump would say, it was rigged. The Oscars are rigged. Like, come on. Come on, Oscars. Andrew Lincoln deserves it, and you goddamn know it. Like, if there was ever an episode of The Walking Dead to submit for an Emmy, for, like, you know, recognition for your acting abilities, it's this one. Because not only did Andrew Lincoln do a fantastic job, so did Denai Guerrera. But, like, that emotional scene with Rick really hit here. Like, seriously. His acting is incredible. Andrew Lincoln is such an underrated actor. Excuse me. Like, his acting is so good. So incredibly good. And he has not been recognized for it yet. So Rick and Michonne decide ultimately to go home, to go back to Alexandria. They get into a very conveniently parked, fully charged hybrid car with tons of canisters of ethanol in the back seat, and begin driving to Alexandria. You know, it seems like a happy ending. Rick and Michonne are reunited. Michonne has her Rick back, not the Rick that was broken by the CRM. And they're heading home. Seems like a very happy ending, right? But we all know that's not how it's going to play out, because we still have 2 more episodes. And it's no surprise, Rick is going to end back at the CRM. Because there's also Jadis. Like, no way Jadis believes that Rick mother-freaking Grimes and Michonne just simply died in a helicopter crash. Like, those two? There's no way Jadis would believe that. So she would go out, of course she would go out and investigate. Like, did Rick and Michonne really die in that helicopter crash? I think not! And also the the episode 5 trailer shows this, like, hooded figure. People are speculating, could this be Morgan? Crap. Because at the end of Fear, or at least in Morgan's final episode of Fear, he did say he would be going out and searching for Rick Grimes. So a lot of fans, including myself, do indeed want Morgan on The Ones Who Live. God, that'd be fire. To have Morgan Jones on The Ones Who Live. Yo, shit would be hype. Shit would be absolutely hype. And then there's also a bunch of hints towards Morgan, like in episode 1, Okafor handing Rick the book, The Art of Peace. And then, you know, maybe like nods to him using a bow staff. The way Michonne used that lamp stick, almost like a bow staff, because she doesn't have her sword anymore. Excuse me for just a second. So yeah, I would love to see Morgan on The Ones Who Live. I think this is the last Lizalfos we can go out and find, at least for now, if there even is a Lizalfos out here in this direction. Oh yeah, this episode also has a very stupid title. It's titled, What We? Episode 1 was titled Years, Episode 2 was titled Gone, and Episode 3 was titled Bye. All together makes Years Gone By. I feel like Episode 1, in its entirety, should have been titled Years Gone By. And then clearly, like, Episode 4 is titled What We, Episode 5 is titled Become, spelling out what we become. I don't know, I just feel like Episode 1 should have been titled Years Gone By, it would have been perfect. And then Episode 2 titled What We Become. I feel like that would have made more sense. Instead of just this random Episode 4 being titled What We. That's it, the episode is titled What We? What? It's incomplete. Even the previous episodes being just one word, titled Years, titled Gone, titled Bye, felt more complete than What We. And no tail. Well... Oh yeah, and also one thing I found kind of ridiculous, but they did it, and we just have to accept it, is when they were fighting walkers, well, I guess two things I found ridiculous. When they were fighting walkers in the hallways, they turned on the lights, and it was just like a bunch of red and blue flashing lights. I found that kind of weird, kind of stupid. Sure, it looked kind of cool, looked very different and out of place for The Walking Dead. But like, it was unnecessary. Just like in episode 2, the purple explosion, it was unnecessary. Just make it look normal. Just give us an orange colored explosion and just give us regular LED lights. It didn't need to be flashing red and blue. It was just unnecessary. And not gonna lie, kind of unrealistic. But whatever, we got it. There's no changing it. We just have to accept that in the Walking Dead canon, Rick and Michonne did end up at this place with flashing red and blue LED lights as they fought walkers in the halls. Well, there was no tail there anyways. And then, the other thing I found ridiculous. So when Rick and Michonne finally decided to leave the collapsing building, after spending the night there, and even having sex there, in a collapsing building, what I found ridiculous was, first of all, the elevator still functioned, and second, they took it. You're gonna take... You're going to take an elevator instead of the stairs in a collapsing building. Oh, of course I get the tail when I lose a fairy. I think that was my last fairy too. Yeah, I don't see any other fairies. Damn it. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like resetting just to save my fairy. Should I? You know what? I'm going to. And you can't stop me. So yeah, I found it ridiculous that they would choose to go into the elevator instead of taking the stairs. Like, in real life, wouldn't the elevator not work if it felt crumbling, you know? If it detected the building was going down? Wouldn't the elevator just stop working? And you know, it's like, they also don't know if when the elevator's doors open, when they're on the ground floor, if there's just a bunch of walkers surrounding them when they go out. And then, you know, they're instantly cornered. If those elevator doors were to open and a horde of walkers were just standing right there, they would have been done for. They would have been screwed. Because the doors would not close fast enough. Walkers would come in. They're cornered with not enough weapons to kill, like, a group of walkers, like, flooding in. They would have been screwed if the elevator's doors opened and a bunch of walkers were standing right there. But, you know, luckily they did not die like that. That did not happen. Very luckily. But yeah, episode 4, folks, titled What We. I don't think I got the tail there. Anxious as shit normal date. Did the date happen yet? How'd it go? Or has it not happened yet and that's why you're anxious? Normal day. Oh. Anxious as shit normal day. No, what happened, but prom's this weekend. Oh. Problem is this weekend, so I'm anxious to ask. Oh. No, not problem. Prom. Like the dance. Prom. No, it happened, but prom's this weekend, so I'm anxious to ask her to prom. Ain't it a little late to ask to prom? Like, no offense. But, you know, if it's this weekend, ain't that, like, not a lot of time left? You're asking her tomorrow. Go for it. You got this, man. You know, I was about to say something, but I don't wanna, you know, make you feel even more anxious, so I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something, but it would make you feel even worse, so I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it next time, if I remember to. If you remind me to say it next time, hopefully I remember what I had in mind before. You know, you could like incorporate the tactic in Grown Ups 2. It's like you're gonna follow my 3-step plan or 3-step process. Number 1, make the girl smile. Number 2, tell her she has a nice smile. And number 3, tell her she has to go out with you that night. Why that night? Because it gives her less time to think about how fugly you are. And you are fugly. So it's like, well, if you want, don't do this. Do not take this advice. This is a joke. If you want, just incorporate, like, you know, asking her and giving her little time to think. It's like, will you go to prom with me tomorrow? It's like, gives her less time to think about, like, yes or no. It's like, a date to prom? Or nobody. Time is running out. Now, all that's a joke. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. All of that's a joke. You do your thing. Should I use this ugly bitch as my date, or should I look for a hot guy? Well, if she chooses the latter, well, based on your own words, rather a hot guy, she might not have that much time left. So, it's, you know, it's either someone or no one. Yeah. Wait till the end, use me as the last resort. Nobody wants that. God, nobody wants to be the last resort. Hell, that's arguably worse than just going by yourself, is being the last resort. It's like, I didn't have anybody else, so you're my last option. Man, I knew this one guy back in high school. We hated each other. We did not like each other at all. I told that story before. But I don't know if I told this. What he did when prom was rolling around is... I don't remember if he made a list of every girl. But he did go and ask out every girl. And I think he even had somebody record it. Like he had someone record him going up to every single girl. I don't know if in the whole school or just our grade. He went up to every single girl, had somebody record him, ask her out to prom. Man, I did not like him, and he did not like me. Now, I did think about this. If I were to ever cross paths with him again, like, would I ever try to, you know, make amends? Because, you know, back in high school, when we had our differences, we were still kids, right? So I'm thinking, like, if I ever meet him again, will I be like, listen, man, I know we didn't like each other back in high school, but, you know, we were kids back then. Like, I'm down to start again and try to maybe be friends, or at least try not to hate each other, if you're down for it. Like, I thought about that. Would I do that if I saw him again? I'll be like, well, first of all, if he doesn't, then, you know, I'll be the bigger man. I'll be the adult. Be like, listen, man, we were kids back then. We didn't agree with things. You want to try again? And, you know, if we try again, and it really doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. We'll just go our separate ways. But if he's just like, oh, hell nah, I absolutely hate your ass, I'll be like, man, fuck you then. Bitch-ass punk. I never liked you to begin with. God damn, that's the lonely player. I don't remember if he ended up going to prom at all, let alone, well, alone to prom or not. Excuse me. I got no idea if the mic is picking that up. Damn it! You know what? If I do happen to get the tail again when I lose my fairy, I'll just stick with it. I can get the fairy. I can get fairies back anytime. Or not, or I could just game over. Wow, it's been a long time since I game overed. And at this, of all things? Am I winning? Never mind. The fact that I failed the Shiny Landorus today as well, I'd say no, I am pretty losing in life. Also the fact, once again, that I'm sick again. So no, I am very much losing in life. Like, very much. Crap. Man! I would heal, but then I'd have to save the game again. It's like, ah. Oh, finally, the tail. Did I even lose my fairy there? I don't know. I think I did. Mega oof. I said this at the beginning. You know? You know what happens when it's too hot inside, but still cold outside? I get too hot. So when I get too hot, I take off the layers that are keeping me warm. And what happens then? Well, I'm exposed to being too cold, and well, I get sick. Well, given I only have half of the Lizalfos tails I need overall, and they're not going to spawn again until the next blood moon, we just have to go and do some other stuff. And damn it, I got less than a week. Yeah, less than a week to recover. Because in less than a week from yesterday, it's going to be my friend's birthday, and we're going to be giving him that gay gift we got him. For those who don't remember, like last time, what I said. My friend's not gay, okay, it's just a joke. Back in January, when another one of my friends' birthday happened, like, I guess what we're doing now is, aside from getting an actual gift as a group, we're also getting them a gag gift. So my friend whose birthday was in January, this friend got him gay hentai when he went to one of the stores, just as a joke. So, you know, now he's repaying him the favor. At first, he was tempted to get him a 7-inch dildo. But now, actually, let me just show you the picture. He sent a picture, because he bought it, and it already came. Pause. He bought this, and, well, I guess we're giving it to him since he already got it. How to film gay porn for beginners. And from what he told us, it's empty. It's blank. It's like the Dragon Scroll. You open it and it's blank. I guess it's more like a journal with a gay cover than an actual, like, guidebook. Yo, his parents are going to be very proud. They're going to be more proud than if they found a 7-inch dildo in his room, I can tell you that. So I can only upgrade this at the time. All right, I still need the fire ones. Well, I know what we're going to do afterwards. Now you gotta shine a light on it. It's probably covered in invisible ink. With the, you know, that white ink. Alright, let's go grind for some fire Lizalfos tails. I need it to be daytime. So let's head over to the shrine, pay to get a pony point, and heal up. So that's the gag gift, how to film gay porn for beginners. But as an actual gift, my friends and I are, well, mostly them. They're contemplating on getting him like a canvas painting. Like one that we actually have to commission an artist to do. I think on like Etsy. Gotta put glue on it to make sure it feels sticky too. Yeah, you do that when you get your own copy of the book.
Hey. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Yeah, noon.
Ah.
Okay, I gotta look up the locations of the fire ones again.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Ah.
So let's see here. I think I need 6 tails in total, so this shouldn't take too long. Gotta go back to these locations again. And you know what else? So, unless I had the date wrong before... Oh man, Ferocious here. I do need Feroce stuff. What am I missing? Well, I'm missing Ferocious Scale. And Claw. And Fang. I'm missing everything from Feroce. So yeah, unless I got the date wrong before, my exam coming up is not May the 4th be 6th you. So it's not May 4th to 6th. Instead, it's May 3rd to 5th. So yeah, 1 day sooner than I expected, when it was already basically a month sooner than I expected. Where's Feroce at? You'd think it'd be easier to see these guys. Ah, there she is. And also, it turns out I gotta do my my highway test soon, like sooner than I expected as well. Something about my driver's license expiring soon, and I have to, like, in order to keep it from expiring, I gotta do the highway portion of the test. I don't know if America has this, or if this is just a Canada thing. I don't know. Or maybe this is universal. So there's 2 different... Well, technically there's 3. There's 3 different tests. The written, which I did basically 5 years ago. Hence, my license about to expire. There's the driven test, which, you know, is just regular roads, neighborhoods, streets, that stuff. And then there's the highway test for you to be able to go onto the highway, the freeway, whatever. Now that I haven't done yet. And because I did my written test 5 years ago, it's about to expire. My driver's license is about to expire. Now, to prevent that, I need to do my highway portion of the test. And yeah, I have until end of August to do that. Now, I haven't really driven on the highway ever. I only drove on it one time when I was learning to drive. So on top of also having to study for my exam, I also got to go out and practice driving on the highway. Why is life a bitch sometimes? Why is life a pain sometimes? I mean, it's not like it's difficult, it's just a hassle. I'll get a Fang first, since that's the toughest to get. I gotta be all the way at the front to get it. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I need to use the bathroom real quick. You know, I'm sick. I gotta drink more water. So, I'm just gonna go pee real quick and I'll be back. Okay, BRB. Okay. So, what time of day is it? Going to need some heat resistance. Remember, I just need 6. God damn it. Oh, you know what else was announced today? It's announced that Mr. Beast is going to be doing, like, Beast Games, a game show on Prime Video. And I think the prize is like $5 million. Yo, Prime... Oops, that's the wrong item. Didn't mean to throw a bomb. Yo, Prime Video stays winning these days. Like, Prime Video has Invincible, has Hazbin Hotel, has Reacher, I think Reacher's on Prime Video. And now, Mr. Beast is gonna have a game show on it. Yo, Mr. Beast. Not Mr. Beast. Yo, Prime Video stays winning. Especially over Disney Plus. I don't know where that third Les Alphas went. You know, I'm still waiting for that Backrooms episode of American Horror Stories. No release date. I think it was supposed to release back in October, but it didn't. And now it's March. Once again, I didn't mean to throw that. Oh, that's where it went. It fell off. Two tails? Okay. Okay, I got two tails from that. Great! What about this last one? Okay, that's fine. But two tails? That's already pretty good. Get back here. Get back here. No, I get 9? 9 tails? I only need 6. And yeah, 9 tails, I get it. What about Miles' Tails Prowess? I swear to God, if you actually know what that even means. Ooh, too close, back up, save. How did that miss? No tail from that one. No tail at all. It's already got 2. I just need 4 more. And I think I have enough ice tails. Well, if not, then we'll just grind for more of them. Ice tails are even easier to get. You know, I said I'm not going to talk a lot today, but that's everything I did, is just talk. Just talk and talk and talk, because there's so much to talk about. Like, is this the 3rd time I've gotten sick during the playthrough of this game? Oh, I got a tail there. No tail. Where'd the 3rd one go? Well, I can kill you for the you know, I can fight you normally for the 3rd as the 3rd one. Ooh, I got a tail for that. Nice. So that's 4. I just need 2 more. No tail. What about you? Would you like to volunteer as tribute? Nope. Would you guys believe that I've also never finished the Hunger Games saga? I watched the first Hunger Games when it came out in theaters. And then second is Catching Fire, and then it's Mockingjay Parts 1 and 2. I watched Catching Fire a couple years later. I didn't understand it. I watched it, I didn't understand a single thing happening. And so I never watched either of the Mockingjays. But you know, one day I would like to just sit down and watch all the films. Even if that includes, what's the title? Ballad of Songbirds and Sky, even if that does have Rachel Zegler in it. Okay, I got one tail. I'll take it. So I just need one more. You know, one day I would like to sit down and watch all 5 films. Just, you know, maybe not back to back, because that's like an entire day. Maybe like one every other day, or like maybe even one every day. Ooh, did a blue bee see me? Hey, don't burn my rupees. No tail. Okay, it's warm enough for me to at least put this on for a little bit. Or rather, it's cool enough. No tail. No tail. You know, I don't even need to reload at this spot. There's several other spots I can go to. No tail. What about you? No tail. Hopefully we get this tail soon, and then we can see what else we can go out and grind for. I just hope there's a place that Beetle sells the darners we need. I think I also need Thunderwing butterflies. I'm pretty sure up in the Thundra, the head isles, up in the sky, I can get them there. Don't fall off, you fell off. Well, they... Even if they did drop tails. Yes! A tail! That's the last one we need. And I'll just kill you for good measure. Okay, let me double check. I have 7. I think that's all we need. You see, folks, if you save ahead of time and you just keep on reloading until you get the tail, it works. It just works. Okay, now that we have enough fire tails, I can upgrade these two. And, yeah, I have just enough ice tails as well. So me doing more than enough ice Lizalfos previously was not a waste of time. But the issue now is, I don't have enough electric ones. So we can only upgrade so far. Alright, so after this, let's see what else we need to go and gather. So I think I still need 7 electric tails. I should be able to get those next time a blood moon happens. Alright, let's see. What else do I need upgrading? Oh, right. Gibdo wings. I can go and get those. I know where to get those. Gibdo wings. I need... Oh, that's a lot. I need freaking 8. And then plus 4 more, that's 12. And then I need 1. I need a total of 13. I need a total of 13. Yeah, see the electric darners. I can go and get those. I can go and find the Gibdo wings. Because I know they're in here. Here. And there's also one spot somewhere down here in the depths. I think it's like... Yeah, it's over underground. Yeah, here. I know there's Gibdos here. Well, actually, I think it's faster to go here first. Sadly, you don't get Gibdo wings or any Gibdo drops when fighting a Queen Gibdo, since, you know, she summons them. Sucks, but oh well. It is what it is. And it's specifically Gibdo wings I need too. So I need the ones that fly. That's not what I need. Can I lock onto the other one, please? Alright, that's 2 right there. Those ones are the ones I need to fight. Wait, not yet, not yet. Let me pick this up first. Oh man, I didn't. It's fine. Oh, I didn't get a wing for that one. Damn. Wait! Move! Then I see another one flying around? Yeah, I see two more. Come on. How many wings do I have now? I have 11. Close. I don't see any more Gibdos around here, at least not the ones that fly. You know, I don't remember there quite being that many ones that fly in that cave above. I think that's all the Gibdos here. You know, I don't exactly remember them flying here, but we may as well go and take a look. Oh man, we go here, there's gonna be the Molduga. I'm also gonna put them onto the sensor, just in case. Let's see, Gibdos. Not you. Nope. I'm out. Okay, one's nearby. There's a lot of goodies down here. But I'm here for the Moth Gibdo. I see stuff to pick up, I just gotta go and pick it up. Really? Well, I only got one wing from that. I think I need two more. Damn it. No, I refuse! God, all you sages suck. Ouch. Well, broke anyways. Just stuff everywhere to pick up. And I think that's the last one down here. The hell? The wing fell before it died. How many of these do I have now? 900 exactly. Yeah, there's no more flying Gibdos down here. And that only gives me... $13. I'm missing one wing. But I think that's perfectly enough to upgrade. Gotta go check after this. I didn't even know there was a rock there. I was trying to get on top of Minoru. You know, I may as well pick up all that I can while I'm here. Damn! Kind of feeling the need to pee again. Pee then? In a bit. Oh my god, look at how much shit there is to pick up in here. I'm gonna sacrifice a small amount of time to put this on so that I can move faster. I don't need this stuff, but you know, I'm not gonna not pick it up when I see it, right? Oh, damn it, the lizard. Yeah, oh, I was about to say, I figured Minoru couldn't get up here. And another lizard that escaped my grasp. I see stuff sparkling back there. let's just say, for the sake of getting out of here, I don't see anything else. Let's just say I picked up everything, so we can move on. So I think we have just enough to upgrade, but then we don't have one in our inventory. So at some point, we gotta go back and get one more. Because you know me, I gotta have one of everything at least. Oh, actually, maybe I don't. No, I'm missing one. No, I'm missing that one. Damn it. Well, we were going to have to go back and grind for Gipto Wings at some point anyways. Yeah, see? No, I'm missing 3. I guess I just can't do math. Then again, that's no secret. What else am I missing? So, electric darners. I'm gonna look up what I need for the final upgrade. Christ, why is IGN hardly loading? Um... Uh-oh. Hold on, let me check how many of these I have in my inventory. Because I doubt I have 10. Never mind. I need 5 thunder, like Gleeok thunder horns. I got 31. So, never mind. I have plenty. I'm guessing it's gonna be the same for the ice set. So I have enough thunder Gleeok horns to use. Right, this is all done. I need electric darners, lots of them. In terms of electric darners, I need 5, 10, 15. Christ, I only got 2. Then I need just 3 more Thunderwing butterflies. Yeah, I'm betting this one needs the ice Gleeok horns, which I also have plenty of. I'm gonna look up real quick. Does Beetle by chance sell them? Cold darners can be found in cold regions of Hyrule Kingdom, such as Hyrule Ridge, and the Tabantha Frontier. They can also be purchased from traveling merchants, such as Maypin and Beetle at the Karakara Bazaar and Woodland Stable. But I don't know if this is telling me for Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe it's the same in both. Let's see, Woodland Stable. Woodland Stable. Which one's that? That's Wetland. I need Woodland. Woodland. I really gotta pee. So let me just check Beetle first. God, my hair is absolutely awful. I do need to wash it, though. Nah, you know what? I can't hold it. I gotta... Okay, I'm gonna let the game run so that the Master Sword will recharge. I'm gonna be right back again. Okay, I'm back. But you can't see me! Well, now you can. Oh. Remember, folks, stay hydrated, especially when you're sick. Can I take off these clothes now? Put me back into the regular clothes. Colt Darners! Even if it is just 3, I'll take it. And then... I need electric Darners. Riverside Stable. Riverside should be here. No, that's Wetland, fool. Riverside's here. Oh, I don't need Hylian Rice. Oh, I also need Thunder Wings. Great.
Wow! Wow! Yay!
Damn it!
Wow! Hey! Yay! Oh! Oh! Sa! Sa! Oh!
Man, I keep mashing the B button.
Oh! Yo! Sa!
Oh, no, I'll take all.
Sa! Sa! Yeah! Yeah! Wow! Hey! Yay!
I think that's enough for today, but next time we're gonna get enough of all that we need. Oh, come on. Of course there's an approaching Nadra. Fine. What do I need? I need 2 of everything at least. Okay, I got enough scales. I need a claw. I also need a fang. No iron shroom. Who would have thought that upgrading all the armors in this game would be so much tougher than in Breath of the Wild? Oop, did I just see one? Did I? Yeah, oh I did. I saw one, but there's 2. Oh, see 2 more. And that's it. I don't know, I guess I'll go for a claw this time. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just need at least 2 of each. Oh my god, that claw fell fast. I couldn't keep up with it. Stay up so you can see where it is when it glows. I don't see it glow. Ah, there it is. Alright, time to use the amiibos and get out of here. We're almost there. We're actually almost there. I wonder what else we need. Aside from the Darners, a couple of Thunderwings, and especially the electric Lizalfos tails. I wonder what else we needed. Oh, obviously, Star Fragments and the other dragon parts. Oh, won't it be fun to watch me stand on the dragons for, like, an hour at a time each, just to grind for their parts? Won't that be fun to watch me do? I will do it. Believe me, I will. And won't it be fun to watch me grind for Star Fragments? Am I full on those yet? Almost. Wow, actually almost. Mm. Am I full on this yet? Not as almost, but also almost. And time to break these. Am I even full on, like, apples? Oh, wow. Didn't expect to be almost full on this. Wow, not a single thing to pick up from those, besides arrows, which I can't even pick up. Isn't it kind of crazy that, you know, how crucial the boomerang was in previous Zelda games, and in this game it's like unnecessary. I mean, it's utilized in the game, but not in a point where it's necessary. To the point, players like myself don't even use the boomerang. Don't even use any boomerang. They don't use it as a boomerang. They use it, you know, as a weapon to swing and attack with, not actually throw it and then catch it. I think it's kind of stupid in this game, in these games, Breath of the Wild as well. When you throw the boomerang, yes, it comes back to you, but you gotta push the button to catch it. I find that kind of stupid. Like, it should just... Link should just auto-catch it. Like, why else would I be throwing it? I don't know, I feel like if I didn't need to push a button to actually catch it when it came back to me, I feel like not only I, but a lot of other players would also use the boomerangs a lot more. And you know what weapon I miss in these games? The hookshot. The hookshot slash claw shot was like a staple in Zelda games, but you know, they're greatly missing in these games. And you know, I don't even know how a hookshot would have been implemented into this game. I kind of feel like it doesn't belong in weapons, clearly doesn't belong in shields, nor bows. I feel like it would get its own section. But then what would the claw shot do in the game? Well, obviously it would attack enemies and do damage when used on enemies. It would probably bring items to you. I don't know, and maybe for the sake of you can hookshot to, like, say, a tree, and it'll bring you there. I mean, why not just paraglide there, but that's besides the point. You know, ancient Sheikah and ancient Zonai technology, neither of them developed a hookshot. Then again, what the hell they need a hookshot for? Both of them developed technology to allow you to freaking teleport. And then the Sheikah developed autonomous weapons. What the hell they need a hookshot for? For noobs and plebs like Link, who doesn't have regular access to that. Then again, calling Link a pleb is just a crime on its own. I mean, show some respect. This is Link, the hero of Hyrule. And a different Link, the hero of Twilight, the hero of the skies, the hero of time. We're almost done. Did that just max out our raw prime meat? It did. I gotta go sell those. Who would have thought that the raw prime meat would have been maxed out now? And you know, I don't know if I ever used or sold any of them. So it took 101 parts worth of collecting to max out the raw prime meats. Nice! How many of those do I have now? 177. I don't think I cared about these fish as much when playing Breath of the Wild. You know, I probably am more than loaded enough for these ingredients. So I'm probably good to stop buying them at this point. Okay, and that's it. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.